आञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य अतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु भिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। The reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, verse number 21. So this is the last verse of Bhramar Geet. So we read in the previous one the mood of Kalahantarita. So now here she changes her mood again. अपीबत मधुपुर्याम् आर्यपुत्रो धुनास्ते स्मरति स पितृगेहान् सौम्य बन्धुश्च गोपान् क्वचिदपि स कथा न किङ्करीणां गृणीते Bhujamaguru sugandham murdhanya dhasyat kadanu. So she is asking a question to the Brahmar. Api na, api bat. So api is used in the sense of question, that Aryaputra, is he in Mathura now, Adhuna? So it's a very interesting word that is used here, Aryaputra. Generally Aryaputra is the word which is used for husband, and that's why Jiva Goswami says, he brings his Swakiyavad from this. So she is asking, is the Aryaputra in Mathura at present? So Arya, of course, is also used for respectable people. It is not always for husband. So Smarati sa pitri gehan saumya bandhuscha gopan. Does he remember his parents' houses? Plural is used, pitri gehan. Pitri geha is only one. Pitri means father, geha means house. So why is he using plural? Or she is using that Nanda Maharaj had many houses. It's like these days rich people have many houses in different cities. Summer house, winter house, right? Vacation house. Yes. So Nanda Maharaj also had, so that Krishna can stay in different houses. So Pitri Gehan Saumya Bandhuscha Gopan. So does he remember his relatives, friends, or dear one? Saumya is calling. And then the real thing is that does he also remember us? So that is the point. Other is a camouflage, so not asking directly. So Kachidapi sa kathane kinkarinam grinita, does he also talk about us sometimes? So Kachidapi, not all the time, but at least sometimes. And we are kinkaris. So she is not only speaking about herself, but also others. Or she is speaking in plural, like people say Vayam Brahma. If you read the commentaries, then they say Iti Vayam Brahma. Now we speak, but he is only one person. So Kinkarinam Grinite, does he speak about us sometimes? And then the next one is again a question, that when will we will have his Guru scented hand on our head. So Bhujama Guru Sugandham Murdhanya Adhasyat Kadanu. When will he place his hand on our head, like blessing us? And his Krishna's hand has special fragrance, natural, of a Guru. He himself is Guru, and his hand smells like a Guru, not like Guru. So Bhujam Aguru Sugandham Adhasyat Kadanu. So this commentary by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti. Hanta Hanta Maya Unmuttaya Kim Pralapyate. So as if she is saying, alas, what is that I am talking all this time? So many things. I never asked anything about him. Prastavyam tu na pritchate. I should ask when is he going to come, does he talk about it? This I never asked. So therefore says Prastavyam tu na pritchate iti anutaptasya sambhramam sasambhramamaha. So repenting that what is this, I am saying so many things but not asking what actually I should be asking. So then with sort of agitation, mind speaks like this. Apitaiti. So it looks like there is a different reading, because it says apite, or is it misprint, apibatate. Madhupuriyamaste. So why is saying that is he there in Madhupuri? Because everybody knows that he is in Mathura. So because he has also went to Gurukula to study, and he came back, that's when he sent Uddhava. But maybe he went for higher studies, right? Went for PhD now. So therefore saying Madhupuriyam aste. Why? Vrajamiva tamapi tyaktva anyatra kimsmin na yasati iti bhava. That is, he desiring to go elsewhere, giving up Mathura, just like he gave up Vraja and went to Mathura. So he may also move from there. Some people don't like to stay in one place for a long time. They have the chakra mark under their feet. Some people have. So then they always move from one place to another place. They cannot be in one place. So therefore she is asking that, is he still there? Itaha samīpavartinyam tatra puriyam tasya sthitir atra agaman sambhavanam api utpadati iti abhiprayana. So why she is asking, what is the intention behind asking this, even if he has gone elsewhere? So he says that if he is there in Mathura, then there is a more possibility that he will be able to come back here. But if he has gone further away, then who knows? If he could not come from Mathura to Braj, which is close by, if he goes to Ujjain, goes to another city, Banaras, then it is impossible to come. So that's the intention in asking. So there is some possibility, some bhavana, utpadayati iti abhiprayana. Yadva sukhamaste, or the purpose of that, is he there, Madhupuriyam adhuna aste, means is he living there happily? Does he have any problem there? Iti anukter asmat pranaya smarana vyakulo anurodvasadeva tatraste. He says that she did not ask this, that is he staying there happily. So he says sukham aste iti anukta. So the meaning is that she says that actually he is remembering our love. Asmat pranaya smarana vyakulo. And he is very much disturbed by that. Means why is he there? He wants to come here, but he is not able to come here because of the anurodha. Means because of the pressure from Yadavas, they are not leaving him. So they are pressing him to stay there, and because of their anurodha, their request, he does not leave. In the olden days it was like that, at least in India, 50-60 years ago, when there was no means of communication as we have now, and also transportation was not available like this. People walked. So when you went to visit some relatives, then 3 days was minimum. And then after 3-4 days, then when you want to leave, then it was also a custom that the host will force you to stay at least one more day. It was just like previously when you are a guest at somebody's house and they are feeding you, then you say, no, stop, okay, enough, then at least they'll put one more chapati. So they will start saying no beforehand, because they know that one more will come, so that you don't overeat. It was always like that. And sometimes it will happen that you say, okay, you ready to leave, and you say, no, stay one more day. Then you stay. The next day you want to leave, you say, no, stay one more day. And like that you can stay for 2 weeks. So I had one devotee, and I was in the Gurukula. So he told me that he was talking about his childhood. He went to the relative's house in the summer, and then they did not let him come back. They admitted him in the school, local school. So he went to school there 6 months. So it used to be like that. I remember we used to go to our mother's village for 2-3 weeks easily. Just go there. So therefore, he's saying that this is the reason that anurodha vasadeva. This is what is called anurodha. Rodha means to block, and anurodha is stopping you from coming. So anurodha vasadeva tatra aste. And why is that? Because he is Arya Putra. He is the son of a gentleman. So then it is easy. And these people here in Mathura, they are not so gentle. Krishna is humble because he is son of a humble father. And these Yadavas are tough, so they don't let him come back. So yata aryasya yadubhir durvinitai pratarya manatvat saralya samundrasya Sri Vrajrajasya tadek pranasya putraha. So the reason is that he is the son of Arya. So this is Vishwanath Chakravarti and Jiva Goswami's different interpretation, because Vishwanath Chakravarti is total Parkiya and Jiva Goswami is inclined to his Param Swakiya Vad. So therefore he speaks like this. That he says that Nanda Maharaj is the ocean of simplicity. He is simple. Village people were like that, and on top of that cowherd people were absolutely simple. That's why Krishna was part of them. Cows are simple, and those who live with cows, they also have similar quality. So even if they are 60, 70 years old, they are simply like children, innocent. So he says, Nanda Maharaj, Brajraj, he is a Saralya Samudra, he is an ocean of simplicity. And he got cheated because these Durvinit, this haughty Yadus, Yadubhir Durvinitai Pratarya Manatvat. That's why he is Arya. Arya means gentleman. He is gentleman, and these Yadavas are not gentle, so they tricked him. And Krishna is his son, so he is also simple-hearted like that. Poor fellow. If they could trick father who is more experienced, what does it take to trick Krishna? It's even easier then. He has got the same genes of his father. Simple father, simple son. So that's the problem. So that's why he's asking, is he still there, or they have sent him away? What is it? So tadek pranasya putraha. So he is the son who is simple, Bajraj. Hanta hanta matri mat pitamopi Mam vrajam netum nasakat tadaham tatra gantum kamupayam karuna. So he is thinking like this, that even my father was not able to take me back to Vraj. I came with him. She is speaking on behalf of Krishna now. You see how the mood, when your mood changes, then how you interpret things. Previously she was interpreting in different way, that you want to take me there, but she has ladies there, why would you think about us? Now she is changed. So you see this in our human dealings also. If you like somebody, then you don't see fault in him. If you don't like somebody, then whatever he does looks problematic. So now she is being in love, she is expressing the softer side, the other one was man side. So now the man is gone, now the pranay is coming. So now she is speaking that he is actually poor guy, simple. And he is thinking that my father could not take me back with me. How am I going to get out of here? I am just a young boy. I came with my father and other cowherd boys, and they left me here all alone. So how can I get out of the clutches of these people? I don't know, because I don't see any way out. They just keep on telling me, no, stay here, do this, do that. So therefore he says, Tatra gantum kam upayam karomi. What means can I find to get out of this place? Swavilambam asahamanas tvam prasthapayati smaiti bhava. And because he could not tolerate the delay, so therefore he thought of sending a messenger, and he has sent you. So now she is seeing that the reason is this. Previously it was another reason, that he doesn't care, so okay, take the message. And now he says that actually he cares and he cannot come. So he is so much worried that he is sending you to find out what is happening here. Satena madhupurya masta iti tasya ko dosha. So therefore if he is staying in Madhupuri, in Mathura, what is his fault? There is no fault. It is not his mistake. Yata आर्यस्य अति सरलस्य स्वपरिणाम दर्शित्वेन अपि शून्यस्य नंदस्य पुत्र. So it's another meaning, that this reason that why he is not at fault is because he is Arya Putra. He is son of a very simple-hearted father who was not able to see the outcome of leaving him back in Mathura. Nanda Maharaj was so simple that he did not insist. He did not say, no, I am not going without you. He just left. It was simple. Krishna said, no, you go. I have some work here, I will come back. And he left. He should have said, no problem, I will also stay here, we will go together. Could have said that. You finish your job, and then we will go together. No, his son said go, so he left. So he did not see what is he doing, what is the outcome, what is the result of this. And Krishna is his son. So what do you expect from him? Like father, like son. Atma jayate putra. Right? The Shruti says that son is one is born as son, means has the same character. Tadrish putram Tadrishapata yadupuriyam tyaktva vrajam ayasyati iti gojanati. He says such a father will leave such a son in Yadupuri, in Mathura, and will come back to Vraja. Who knew this? Nobody knew this. When they were leaving, nobody had this idea that Nanda Maharaj will come back without him. Actually, there was no need for Nanda Maharaj to go, but he was also invited to go and see the festival, and we thought that they are just going to see the festival and come back. Of course, Kamsa had his own plan. It did not work. But definitely no one was thinking that Nanda Maharaj will leave him and come back. Yadi agyasyata vrajragyi sa tavad akrura rathasya arudha eva saputram kanthe kurvati eva mathuram ayasyat. If this was known that it will happen like this, then Yashoda also would have jumped onto the chariot of Akrura. If it was known that Nanda Maharaj could come back without Krishna, then Yashoda would not have allowed them to go. She should have also jumped onto the chariot and kept Krishna with her, holding his neck, that he said, cannot go away from me like this, I will come with you. But we did not know that this will. And tamanu gopika shreniyaschaiti. And if she would have done that, then all the gopis would also walk behind the chariot. He says, if Rajeshwari is going, we all go with her. So we would have all gone. But we did not believe. Krishna sent a message, don't worry, I will come back. Datyakai, right? Ayasyati, Datyakai. Vrajrajasya aryatvam eva asmakam sarvanashre karanam abhuti. So he says that it is actually the problem, the root cause of all problem is Nanda Maharaj's simplicity. That he is so simple, and this has destroyed our life. So it is not good to be so simple that people can trick you. Simple means gullible. So he got fooled by them, and now we are all suffering because we lost Krishna. Atas tadrishasya api pitur ati sarlasya vasudevena mahapratarakena achidya grihita putrasya vrajamagatya murcha patitva sthitasya. So therefore what has happened, that because father is so simple, and this Vasudev, he is a big deceiver, so he snatched away Krishna from him. And when Nanda Maharaj lost his son, then he came back to Vraja as if he has lost his life, and he fell unconscious. And since then he has been like that. So his Vasudeva has tricked him and taken away Krishna. So therefore he has come back losing Krishna there. Vrajamagatya murcha patitva sthitas. And now you see what is the situation here, because she was saying Pitri Gehan. So that's what he is trying to comment. Smarti sa Pitri Gehan Somya Bandhas. So now what is the situation here? That Gehan means Kosha, Agara, Randhana Agara, Shayan Agara Din. Why the plural? So plural is not here that there are many houses, but each room is being considered as a house. So Koshagar, where they keep their money, Randhanagar, kitchen, Shayanagar, the sleeping room. So all these things Samprati amarjita aliptattvena trina dhuli patra luta tantu vritan sunyayatan smarti kvachit. All these rooms now, since he has left, they have not been cleaned. They have not been smeared with cow dung as it was the custom. Nobody has dusted them, so there is full of dust and small pieces of grass, and spiders have made their webs and they are lying vacant because there is no one to sleep there, no one to eat. Yashoda is not cooking and the Baba is not eating. So does he remember his house? What is the situation here? Samprati, okay. Tatha gehantareshu bandhun subaladin samprati murchitan kochidapi. And then does he also remember other houses, not only his house but the houses of others and his friends such as Subal? They are all fainted in his memory. Does he remember them? And yada tasya mano abhiruchitam kankaryam kartum purastriyo na jananti tadeva tat sukham anuplabdha vati bhistabhi sukham sukha anupalambha karanam prishto no asmakam katha grinite. Then the next is herself, that does he also remember us sometimes, kvachidapi. So what is that sometime? He says that sometime is that these women in the city, they do not know how to do service to him as per his pleasure. Manobhirichitam. Kankaryam kartum parastriyo, because they are purastris, they are the women of the city. And he is a boy from village. So what do they know about the need of a village boy? We know it. So they don't know. So when they are unable to do service, then he does not feel happy. He does not get the same comfort which he should and which he was getting from us. And then when these women, they ask him that why are you feeling so discomforted? What is the reason? So does he tell them about us and remember us? This is what it means, that does he also remember us sometime? So no asmakam katham grinite. So does he talk to them about us at that time or not? What is that he tells? He says, does he tell them that how expert we are in making one mala gumphana, making garland from the forest flowers, sthasaka sampadane, putting ointment, vitika nirmane, making the beetle leaf pan, and veena vadane, playing veena, singing song, rag tala disrishte, with proper raga and tala, and Gita Nritya Rasadav, and singing, dancing and performing rasa dance. Saundarya Lavanya Vedagdhyadishu, and expert in the beauty and shine of the body. And Prasnottar Vilase, and to have question and answer dialogue. Samprayog Līlayam, and in the pastime of having meeting with him. Prema Sneha Mana Pranayadishu Yatha Vrajastha Gopyo Ma Sukhayanti Na Tatha Yuyamiti. So that you are not good like the gopis, how they love me, how they have various types of love affairs with me. Prema, Sneha, Mana, Pranaya. Therefore you cannot please me as they please me. So does he ever tell them like this? And then he tell them, Gacchata bho yadustriya swaswapati neva alam alam yushmavi. Oh Yadu, women of Yadavas, leave me, go back to your husbands. Enough of you, I don't need you. Aham tu shva pratar brajam eva gachanasmi. And tomorrow morning I will leave for Braja because I had enough of you, I am sick. You don't know how to do seva. Iti uktva atra agatya aguru sugandha bhujam asmakam murdhani kada adhasyat dhasyati. So speaking like this, he will leave them and come to Vraja, and then he will put his fragrant arm on our hand on our head. When will he do that? This is what they are asking. Tena cha samashvasitaha bho prana prayasya sasapatamidamaham bravimi. And then when he will come back here, then he will speak like this to us. What will we say? That first he will console us and then say that, oh prana prayasi, that you who are more dear to me than my life, so I swear in the name of God and say this, sasapatham. So I take this shapat, swear, bhavati styaktva nekvapi yasyami. I will never leave you and go elsewhere. I made a mistake once, this will never happen again. Tribhuvan madhye kapi yusmat sadrishya gandhadesham api noplabdhvan asmi iti vyanjasyati. And by all his words he will inform us that in the three worlds there is no one who is like you, not even a little fragrance of you can be seen in them. You are super excellent, unparalleled, incomparable. So he will tell this to us. And when will he do this? We are waiting. So this is the explanation of this sloka. This is what it means, the question. And says that atra prathame pade arjavam. So in the first line, api bata madhupuriyam aryaputra adhunaste, he speaks about the simplicity of Krishna. And dvitiya swaprasanga anuthapanena gambhiryam. And then in the second line, she speaks of gravity, that smarti sapitri gehan saumya bandhusya gopan. So she's gravity here means that she is not saying anything about themselves. That is, you remember his house, friends, cows. So this is trying to hide your own feeling, not expressing your feeling and speaking, but indicating it. So that is the gambhirya. And tritiya, chaturthi or danya, chapalot kantha. And in the second and third line, there is a statement of danya, humility, that does he ever remember us? Will he ever come and put his hand on our head? So this is out of humility. And chapalta means impatience here. Ityayam sanjalpa. So this is the sanjalpa type of chitra jalpa. Yaduktam, as it is said, yatra arjavat sagambhiryam sadanyam sahachapalam sotkantham cha hari prishtaha sasujalpo nigadyate. So where there is gravity out of simplicity and there is impatience along with humility and with eagerness, there are questions about Hari. That is called Sujalpa. Ityevam dashvidho divyonmad prabhedas chitra jalpo geya. So these are the 10 divisions of Chitra Jalpa, which have been described in these 10 slokas. Such a Divya Unmada Mahabhavo Utkrishta Bhagasya Mohanasya Vilas Vishesha. So this Divya Unmad or divine madness, this is a manifestation of the supreme part of Mahabhav called Mohana. So there are 2 divisions of Mahabhav. Which one? See, he's expert. So the one is called Modana, another is called Madana. So what is Modana?
One is in separation.
And Madan?
Madan is in meeting.
So Modan has one division which has Mohana. That is separation. So there is Modan. Modan comes from the word Dhatu Muda. Happiness.
From the word?
Muda. Muda, Moda, Pramoda, Sammoda, Anumoda. So Modana means happiness because there is a union. But there is one part of this Modana that is called Mohana. So Moha comes from Moha Dhatu, Moha Vachitya, bewilderment. When you are bewildered. So in separation, Mahabhav gets into this state of Mohana. And that's when Divya Unmad happens, this divine madness. So that is what is being described. So this says Mahabhava Utkrishta Bhaga, and according to him this is the superior type or division of Mahabhaga called Mohana. So Mohanasya Vilasa Vishesha. Even in that Mohana, this is the special manifestation called Divya Unmad. And in this Divya Unmad, there is Chitra Jalpa. Chitra Jalpa means variety of talk. There is no consistency. Say one thing, then you say another thing. Because your mind is not stable. It's not peaceful, out of separation. So Vrindavaneshwareshwarya Varnita. So this is experienced by Srimati Radharani, and that is being described in the following slokas. Prayo Vrindavaneshwarya Mohanoyam Udanchati Etasya Mohanakhyasya Gati Kamupeyusha. So generally this Mohana manifests only in Srimati Radharani, and the state is called Mohana Kamapi Upayusha. So it reaches a certain particular state, and in that state then she talks. That's what is called Chitra Jalpa or Divya Unmad. So Brahmabha Kapi Vachitri Divya Unmad Itiryate Udghuna Chitra Jalpadya Stadbheda Bhavo Mataha. So in that there is semblance of Brahma or confused state and variety of appearance, which is called Divya Unmad. And in that there are various states like Udghuna. Udghuna means, which is also a state of madness where the person speaks, the words may not come out of the mouth properly. Like Mahaprabhu used to say, ja 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 ga 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 ga. So that is. Another is the Chitra Jalpa. So these are various divisions. So Preshthasya Shruhidavaloke सुहृदालोके गूढ़ रोषम अभिजृंभितः भूरि भासमयो jalpo yasti vrotkanthitantema. So, not seeing the pressed or the lover, there is deep anger, and it manifests like that. Bhuri bhasmayo, in various types of statements, jalpa. Yasti vrotkanthitantema, and then ultimately there is intense eagerness to meet him. So Chitra Jalpo Dasangoyam Prajalpaha Parijalpita Vijalpa Ujjalpa Sanjalpa Avjalpo Abhijalpitam. It has 10 varieties in this Chitra Jalpa, which are called Prajalpa, Parijalpa, Vijalpa, Ujjalpa, Sanjalpa, Avjalpa and Abhijalpa. So these 10 are described in the 10 slokas. Ajalpa Pratijalpascha Sujalpascha iti kirtita. And there is Ajalpa, Pratijalpa and Sujalpa. That makes it 10. So these are the 10 Chitra Jalpas. And Sri Shuka Vacha. So then Sukdev Goswami said, Atha Uddhavo Nisamyevam Krishna Darsana Lalasaha Santvayan Priya Sandeshair Gopi Idam Abhasata. So after hearing all this, because although he was speaking to the bee, but Uddhava was also there, so Uddhava also heard all this and he took it that this is being spoken to me. So he saw that these gopis, they had intense desire to see Krishna, Krishna Darsan Lalasa. So he tries to pacify them by giving them the message of their beloved Krishna. And then he speaks in the following way to the gopis. So then from the next one verse onwards, Uddhava speaks. Preyasya Chitra Jalpa Madhuri Pipasaya Krishna eva Brahmar Rupam Adhat iti Kechat. So some people say that this Brahmara, this bumblebee, was none other than Krishna himself, because he was very much thirsty to hear the sweet talk of the gopis, and especially of Sri Radharani in the form of this Chitra Jalpa. Therefore he came as a bee and listened to that. So that is opinion of some. So any question? Param Karuna ji, you have some question to ask?
That was from Babaji. Yes, I have two questions. Is that okay? So Babaji, first question was, first thank you so much for these beautiful classes and relishing it so much. Babaji, in today's class you mentioned in the commentary by Shri Vishwanath Thakur how Srimati Radharani was saying that if Krishna is he still in Mathura or he has gone further away, because if he is in Mathura there is still possibility to come because it is closer, and like that it was being mentioned. So one thought that was coming to my mind is that just in the previous verse the gopis were acknowledging that he is the Lord himself with Mother Lakshmi always on his chest. So how, I mean, in this bhava or in this rasa, how should we understand this sort of very dynamic change in the mood? That on one hand they are saying, there is always Mother Lakshmi on his chest and he is the Supreme Lord. Yet they are worrying that some small amount of distance will prevent him from coming back to us. And a very dynamic change of bhava is occurring. Could you please say something more about it to make us understand better?
No, this just shows the state of their mind. This is not The mind, that's why it is called unmad or guna. So it's not that they're sitting and thinking logically. So love has this state that the person doesn't have any control like that you can think straightforward and no problem. It's the state of love. It makes your, it's like people in the material world, they get intoxicated, then they are not always very logical at that time. They to speak illogically or do illogical things. So it is similar, but it is out of intense love for Krishna. And there is a special relish in this, which cannot be experienced by anyone else. So different moods. So sometimes the man is manifesting, so then they are talking about Lakshmi being there. Sometimes the pranaya is coming, then they are speaking like this. Sometimes the sneha is coming, sometimes the anurag is coming. So it fluctuates in all these states of love. And then whichever state is, then accordingly they speak. But it's not stable. It keeps on changing.
Thank you very much, Babaji. I have one more question. During your explanation, you were mentioning Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary is Parakhiya and Shri Jiva Goswami's is Param Swakiya, something like that. Could you please little bit explain what is the mode of each Acharya's commentary, what you meant by this? I would like to hear.
Yeah, this is some historical fact that our Rup Goswami, he writes Parkiya, that gopis are not married. If you read Ujjal Nilmani, there is no marriage there. Or Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and says Atraiva Paramotkarsa, that it is only in this that Param, supreme Utkarsha, greatness of love has been established in Parkiya. But when Jiva Goswami explains, he is trying to show that yes, it is Parkiya, but when they enter in Goloka Nitya-Līlā, it is Swakiya. And therefore this Parkiya is only an appearance like that. This is because Parkiya is very difficult for people to understand and accept, which is also difficult for us to understand, that why they had so much difficulty to understand it. So for that you have to understand the traditional state of mind of people in India, that it was a very strong varnashram society. And varnashram means that you have to be brahmachari, grahastha, vanprastha, sannyas. You have to be part of an ashram. And then those ashram has got very strict rules. So when you are a brahmachari, then there is no relationship with women. And then you get married and you have relationship only with your wife. There is no question of having any relationship with any other woman. That is adharma. So now here we have Krishna, and then Krishna is being described having relationship with so many women. So how is this possible? This is what Parikshit himself has asked this question. Sa katham dharma setu nam vakta karta bhirakshita pratipamacharat brahman pardara bhimarshanam. He is using the word pardara, others' wives. So how is that he had relationship? Even Parikshit is asking, because this is part of one ashram. So he would never do that. So this is very difficult for sadhus to accept. that Krishna did something like this. So then he has to say that it is just a show. They are actually his wives. So then he takes all these clues, Aryaputra. Aryaputra is the word used for husband. Krishna Vadhva, that word also came, Vadhu. Vadhu is used, like in Hindi you have the word Bahu. Bahu means wife. It comes from the word Vadhu. So he tries to establish, this is what we studied in Krishna Sandarbha. But Vishwanath Chakravarti, by the time Vishwanath Chakravarti came, it's, more than 100 years have passed. So then he tried to set the, what you call, Parkiya back on its throne. So therefore he writes differently. He doesn't talk about Swakiya. He says that no, they are not married. Still there is a controversy going on. Recently, that Pradeep Misra, I never heard, but he said that she is married or something. Yeah, he said that Radharani is Parakiya. She is married to somebody and they're, in Javat, what we talk, he's saying that. And then now all the Brajbasis are upset and Premanand Maharaj is upset and so many back and forth dialogue going on this. So it is difficult even now. Because in Nimbark Sampradaya, Radha is married to Krishna. In Radha Vallabh Sampradaya, she is married to Krishna. So he said, no, she is married to somebody else. Her husband's name is Abhimanyu. So people freaked out on this. And I'm amazed that even in Vrindavan people were freaking out when this is a place of goddess Vaishnava. So it is a very difficult, so imagine a few hundred years ago what it would have been like if you spoke that no, they are not married. So that's the problem. It's a practical problem. Just yesterday some video, one sadhu is speaking here and he's telling all these katha vachakas. He's directly pointing. All these Rajendra Das is sitting there and who else is sitting there? I don't know all of them. And he's saying, and what is this? Krishna lived for 125 years and he was here in Braj only for 11 years. And you people only talk of those 11 years. What of this another 114 years? He did not do anything. Why no one talks about that? And in this 11 year also only about this Rāsa-līlā. He says, what is this? Is Krishna only that? He also killed Aghasura, Bakasura. Nobody talks about this. All the time Rāsa-līlā, Rāsa-līlā, Rāsa-līlā. He says, what is this nonsense? He was attacking everybody.
Sorry, I didn't get you said that Krishna's hand has like a fragrance, but what was the smell?
Aguru.
What's that?
It's a type of plant.
Never heard of it. Crystal?
Okay, it's a crystal. I have it on my altar.
Oh, you do? How do you spell it?
Guru, you know Guru?
Yes.
Just put A before that.
Oh. And does his whole body smell like that or just his hand?
This one is talking about hand, but must be whole body.
Okay.
I'll get you some on Amazon as well.
Amazon? Thank you.
Okay, Sandeep.
So this Chitra Jalpa, he is giving that 10 different states. It is the conversation part and the states of love are Man, Pranay, Sneha. That is states of love and this is the states of conversation.
It's a part of Mahabhav.
In that Mahabharata is whatever 10 states he mentioned in the last shloka.
Yeah, this is part of Mahabhav.
So it is part of Mahabharata, not conversation.
No.
Okay.
Purushottam Prabhu.
Recently, as you mentioned, there is this case is going for the Maharaj movie.
Which movie?
Maharaj movie, it is not released yet, but it will be released soon. And they have Pushti Mark episode is there about 200 years ago. A case was made, and they are Britishers that are claiming how Krishna is very licentious and immoral and all these things, which is the Pushti Mark, some of their teachings were taking it out of context, and they were defeated in the British court. So this person has taken this episode and making the entire movie based on that. This is the controversy, the same thing which is still going on in that level.
Yeah, there is always something. Okay. Anything else? Controversies are good, especially in these days. You got a lot of hits. Yeah, that's where you get all the juice.